Top 10 Best Celebrity Voice Actor Performances.
Gotta warn you, I played
Hello there, YouTube. Tell me something, how many times are you watching an animated movie and you know you recognize the voice, but you're just not sure who it belongs to?
Toi. No, toi.
Honestly, that happens to me quite a bit.
I've taken care of everything, so you don't need to worry. You've been so stressed out lately.
It takes me a long time to remember who it is, and then it's gonna be about 3 days later when I just shout it out in the middle of my sleep. Either way, we're gonna take a look at the top 10 best celebrity voice actor performances of all time. Before that though, why not hit that trusty little subscribe button there? Help us out immensely and also allow you to see different videos every single day made by us here at Top 5. With that said, I am your narrator, Gentleman T-Rex. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10. Ellen DeGeneres, Dory from Finding Nemo in 2003. You'd have to be hiding under a rock if you don't know who Ellen DeGeneres is. She went from small-time stand-up comedian to international sensation back in the 90s. She's now host of one of the most popular daytime talk shows of all time, called, well, what else? Ellen. Funnily enough, what a lot of people also know is that Ellen was the voice behind Finding Nemo's Dory back in 2003. It's hard to believe it's been over 15 years since that movie came out, and actually I feel really old just by reading that sentence. Dory's problem in the movie is that she has horrible short-term memory. In fact, she loses her memory every 10 seconds. All she remembers is that she was separated from her parents as a baby. With the help of her friends Nemo and Marlin, she goes on a mission to find her parents. Ellen popularized the phrase, "just keep swimming." The phrase went on to become the mantra of people who were on a diet. Number 9. Mike Myers as Shrek from Shrek, 2001 and up. Now who would have thought that a movie about a huge green ogre would have ever been one of the highest grossing movies of all time? Back in 2001, DreamWorks released the first in its line of Shrek movies. Mike Myers of Saturday Night Live and Wayne's World fame plays Shrek.
And you're not going to hear Mike Myers' voice as Shrek.
The story is of course about Shrek, an ugly green ogre whose swamp is invaded by nasty fairy tale characters. The evil Lord Farquaad, played by actor Jin Lithgow, makes a deal with Shrek. He can get his swamp back if he manages to rescue Princess Fiona and convince her to marry Lord Farquaad. Shrek sets out for the princess with his trusty sidekick named Donkey, voiced by Eddie Murphy. However, little does Shrek know that Princess Fiona is also an ogre. She became a princess only thanks to a special spell. The two fall in love as only two ogres could. And thanks to Mike Myers, Shrek has become a beloved character on the internet. Please don't look up anything about him, you'll only find despair and depravity everywhere. Number 8. Tim Allen as Buzz Lightyear from Toy Story, 1995. One of the most iconic children's movies of all time is Toy Story. Both children and adults fell in love with the movie and its characters when it was first released in 1995. Even today, more than 20 years later, people can still hum the theme song. You can also bet that when Toy Story 4 comes out, you bet I'm going to be trampling all those children to get front row seats. Heck, I'm 23 years old, I don't give a crap. One of the biggest characters in said movie was Buzz Lightyear. The voice behind this popular spaceman was Home Improvement's Tim Allen.
But we've always said, this job isn't about getting played with.
Tim Allen became famous for playing Tim Taylor, the star of the fictitious show Tool Time. It came as no surprise then when he was cast to play Buzz Lightyear. After Toy Story's release, every kid in America wanted to be Buzz for Halloween. It was easy for parents to shop that Christmas because every kid wanted a Buzz Lightyear doll. Tim went on to voice the character for some time, believe it or not. And as I said before, there is another new Toy Story coming out next year. And yes, Tim Allen will join his co-star Tom Hanks, who played Woody in the series, in the new movie, due to come out in 2019. Again, I don't even care, I'll atomic elbow somebody to get those front row seats. I gotta see this movie in action. Number 7. Eddie Murphy as Donkey from Shrek 2001 and beyond. Now who would Shrek be without his trusted sidekick Donkey? We all remember the annoying donkey who served as Shrek's voice of reason. Well, Donkey was played by Eddie Murphy, star of the Beverly Hills Cop movies. We honestly can't imagine anyone else having the gumption that Donkey did. Who else is gonna stand up to a giant ogre and tell him when he's acting like an idiot? Well, Eddie Murphy had no problem doing just that. He decided to follow Shrek all across the countryside in his quest to rescue Princess Fiona. He even fell in love with a dragon along the way. And you just can't help but love Donkey. He's like Winnie the Pooh's Eeyore on Prozac. Number 6. Tom Hanks as Woody from Toy Story, 1995 and beyond. Most of us remember Tom Hanks from movies like Forrest Gump and Sleepless in Seattle, as well as that newer movie where that one guy says, "I am the captain now." I don't remember the title of that movie, but I really like how he says that. Heck, Tom Hanks has been in so many blockbuster movies we can't keep track. But did you know he also played Woody in the Toy Story movies? When you close your eyes and think about the movie, it's Tom Hanks' voice you probably hear. After his performance, kids and adults all over the world started clutching their Woody dolls day and night. Boys dressed up as Woody for Halloween. Kids and grown-ups watched the movie over and over again until Toy Story 2 came out. With the newest movie in the series due to come out in just a few months, will we see the master Tom Hanks again? Yes. Yes, we will. Although the storyline has not been revealed, you can imagine that Woody will play a big part, thank God. From what I hear, people left the theater crying after Toy Story 3. It's time for another feel-good movie from this crew. Number 5. Billy Mae Richards' Rudolph and Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, 1964. Although she's not a huge celebrity today, she was in her time. One of the first popular cartoon characters of all time, aside from Mickey Mouse of course, was Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. People still get together around the holidays to watch the movie every year. I mean, come on, we all know who Rudolph is. He was the reindeer who wasn't invited to play in the reindeer games because all those reindeers are jerks and so is Santa. Sorry, coming from a dark place there. I mean, the poor little guy had a bright red nose and all the other reindeer made fun of him. Even Santa was just like, "Oh, you need to hide it." Only for Santa to then be like, "Oh, Rudolph, you're the only one who can save Christmas. I'm a good guy, blah, 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 blah." Sorry, again, I get really passionate about this movie. Moving on though, did you know that Rudolph was played by a woman? Well, we didn't until now. Billy Mae Richards was an actress back in the 40s who was cast as the voice of Rudolph in the timeless classic. She may not have gone on to star in any Oscar-worthy movies, but every time we think of Rudolph saying, I'm cute, she thinks I'm cute," we'll think of Billy, and not my terrible, terrible voice. Number 4. Mila Kunis as Meg Griffin from Family Guy, 2001, and present. Wow, Family Guy is still going on, isn't it? Most of us know Mila Kunis from her days on That 70s Show, or maybe you know her from being married to heartthrob Ashton Kutcher, who was also from That 70s Show. Heck, she's been in so many movies you'd have to be deaf, dumb, and blind not to know who she is. But did you know she is the voice of the annoying smart aleck girl on Family Guy? Well, Mila Kunis is Meg Griffin on the show. Meg is a strange and rather annoying character amongst a bunch of immature family members on the show. She puts up with her father's antics and tolerates her idiot brother Chris's ridiculous stunts. One interesting tidbit is that Kunis was not the producer's first choice to play Meg. For the show's first 2 seasons, Meg was played by Party of 5 cast member Lacey Chabert. Of course, Chabert went on to find moderate fame in the movie Mean Girls and now the queen of Hallmark movies. Kunis has been in huge movies including Black Swan, Friends with Benefits, opposite Justin Timberlake, and Bad Moms. Number 3. Fergie as Sally on Charlie Brown cartoons in the 1980s. If you ever watched Dick's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest on New Year's Eve, you'll know that Fergie is still gorgeous and still has one heck of a voice. As a member of the Black Eyed Peas, Fergie found fame back in the 1990s as she voiced some killer vocals on their hit songs I Got a Feeling, Lady Hump, and Let's Get It Started. But that's not the only place you've heard her voice more than likely. Long before she was a Black Eyed Pea, Fergie was the voice of Sally Brown, Charlie's little sister on the classic cartoon series Charlie Brown. That also includes the 3 movies that Fergie was in, including It's Flash Beagle Charlie Brown, Snoopy's Getting Married Charlie Brown, and The Charlie Brown and Snoopy Show. This was back when she was in the struggling band Wild Orchid and taking just about any job she could pay the bills and finance her crazy drug habit. I got a little dark there. Stacey Ferguson, which is Fergie's real name, cleaned up her act though and joined the Black Eyed Peas and left her Charlie Brown days far behind. Number 2. Stephen Colbert and Steve Carell, the ambiguously gay duo, 1996 and 2011.
Control panel! Good work, Gary.
Who would have ever thought these two worked together? Like, ever. Well, they did. Not once, but twice. Stephen Colbert, host of his own late-night talk show, and Steve Carell, star of, well, dozens of movies including Anchorman and The 40-Year-Old Virgin. They paired up for quite a unique project. The ambiguously gay duo first appeared on Dana Carvey's sketch comedy show in 1996. The show was about 2 crime fighters who closely resembled Batman and Robin, who were closer than 2 male crime fighters were usually at the time. The show was revived once again to a lukewarm response in 2011 when it appeared on Saturday Night Live. The show would probably start a riot today, or at least a Facebook or Twitter battle over whether it is politically correct or not. But when it was first introduced, it quickly gathered a small yet cult-like following among sketch comedy fans. Sure, the two don't broadcast the fact that they played likely gay superheroes, but little did we know that the two guys behind the capes would soon become two of the biggest names in comedy and television. Alright, I saved the best for last, but first I have a quick challenge that only takes 5 seconds to complete. So if you can leave a like and subscribe within the next 5 seconds, you'll get 10 years of amazing luck. Just give it a try, it really works. Number 1. James Earl Jones, Darth Vader in Star Wars 1977. You can't talk about voiceover actors without mentioning James Earl Jones. With probably the most recognizable voices of all time, James Earl Jones became famous for many things. He was in many notable movies like Field of Dreams and Coming to America. He even did phone book commercials for a decade. For those of you who are too young to remember what that is, a phone book was a huge, heavy, cumbersome book they left on your doorstep with the names, addresses, and phone numbers of everyone in your city. Of all voice actors, James Earl Jones' voice is so in demand that he had to turn away a lot of voiceover work over the years. In addition to Darth Vader, he also was the voice for Mufasa in The Lion King. He doesn't seem to age, and his voice hasn't changed in all these years. People who are big fans of Star Wars not only idolize James Earl Jones, but they also kinda follow him around conventions and trade shows. Heck, the man is known by all 3 names. Aside from serial killers and people who assassinate the president, he's the only man who's referred to by 3 names. And that was our video for today, everybody. I hope you enjoyed the video today, and if you did, well, it's your lucky day. For every single person that likes this video, you'll receive a gift card for a day spa trip with none other than Darth Vader. This isn't a joke. He's on his way to your house right now, and he's bringing a few stormtroopers. He'll be at your door within 2 minutes. Have a good day, everybody.